Hello friends, let us now learn some important points about fungal sinusitis. Fungal sinusitis, the most common traumatic causes of fungal sinusitis include compound fracture, uncontrolled diabetes mellitus, debilitated patients like carcinoma, immunosuppressed patients, immunosuppressants, antibiotics and steroids. The most common organisms causing fungal sinusitis are aspergillosis, others like actinomyces, mucor, rhizopus, absidia species of fungus are seen. Fungal sinusitis can be divided into two types. It can cause non-invasive It can be non-invasive or invasive. In non-invasive, it is caused by Aspergillus fumigatus followed by Dementiaceous species, which is bipolaris or curvularia or alternaria. So, um, we will see the classification of fungal sinusitis. Okay. Now, fungal infections of sinuses. Fungal infections of sinuses results in four types of infections. One, it causes fungal ball. What is fungal ball? Fungal ball is seen due to the implantation of fungus in a healthy sinuses. If this is a sinus, here there is implantation of fungus in this sinus like this, okay, in the form of a ball. So if you do a CT scan, you see hyperdense area is seen in the sinus, but the walls are normal. There is no bony erosion. That is important in fungal ball. Here this fungal ball, most commonly it involves the maxillary sinus followed by sphenoidal, then ethmoidal, and least is frontal sinus. Treatment is you will have to do a surgery and remove the fungal ball and do adequate drainage of sinus. We do not need to give any antifungals, are not required for this fungal ball. Then if you see the next thing that is important here is the second infection of fungal sinusitis, which is allergic fungal sinusitis. In allergic fungal sinusitis, as the name says, it is allergic reaction, so it is associated with sinonasal polyp. It is associated with sinonasal polyposis and also mucin. So because it is allergic, it is associated with eosinophils also, and there is presence of charcoal laden crystals just like uh, asthma. These are also seen here. There is no invasion of sinus mucosa. The sinus mucosa is not invaded with the fungus. So if you see the in the CT scan, you will just see mucosal thickening only with some hyperdense areas. You will mainly see the mucosal thickening with hyperdense areas. There may be expansion of sinus or bony erosion due to pressure. But remember one thing, there is no fungal invasion. Though there may be bony erosion, but there is no fungal infection. Here treatment is you will have to do functional endoscopic sinus surgery, and you will have to clear the sinuses of drainage and ventilation. Then the next thing is the next type of fungal sinusitis is we have chronic invasive sinusitis. This is, as the name says, it is invasive. So this will invade the sinus mucosa. It invades the mucosa and there is bony erosion of the fungus. This shows bony erosion by fungus also. Here the patient presents with chronic rhinosinusitis, and on CT scan you will see opacification of sinus along with bony erosions. I will show you all the CT scans in a minute. Okay, and the patient will have intracranial and intraorbital invasion also. Okay, because it is invasive, it will invade the bony cavities and bony erosion, and it causes intracranial and intraorbital invasion also. Histopathology shows fungal invasion of submucosa. Histopathology shows fungal invasion of submucosa, and it also shows granulomatous reaction with multinucleated giant cells. So treatment here is to do surgery, and you will have to remove the all the involved mucosa, involved bone and soft tissues. All these should be removed from the body, and here we should definitely give antifungal therapy. Antifungal treatment should be given with IV amphotericin B. Then see, this treatment is important. So for in invasive sinusitis we give first antifungal therapy is given, and in antifungal therapy we give 2 to 3 grams of IV amphotericin B is given, and followed by itraconazole therapy should be given for a period of almost 12 months or even more, based on serial monitoring with CT scan or MRI scans. We should do monitor the condition. Then we have the last type, which is called as fulminant fungal sinusitis. So if you see in fulminant fungal sinusitis, this is an acute presentation. It is fulminant, very dangerous, very acute, and it is seen in patients with diabetes mellitus and immunocompromised patients. This is mainly seen in mucor and aspergillus infection. Okay, in mucor infection it can cause rhinocerebral disease. It causes rhinocerebral disease, and this will invade the blood vessels leading to ischemic necrosis, finally causing black eschar. It will spread to many parts of face. It might spread to inferior turbinate, palate or sinuses. Sometimes it may even spread to face, eyes, skull base. So this is a very dangerous condition, and we should give IV amphotericin B to the patients with mucor. Then in patients with aspergillus infection also, this is also fulminant sinusitis with tissue invasion, but here there is no black eschar is seen. There is no black eschar. You should treat it with antifungal therapy and surgery. So these are the different types of fungal sinusitis. Just 1 minute, I will take the pictures. So these are the pictures which I got for fungal sinusitis. So this here, if you see, this is involving the, it is not involving the mucosa also. I know it's difficult to analyze that, but this is the picture of fungal ball. Okay, here everything is normal. If you see, the anatomy is completely normal, only here you can see the fungal ball. This is allergic fungal sinusitis. In allergic fungal sinusitis, there is the whole exudate which is filled both in the sinuses and also the nasal cavity. So this is allergic fungal sinusitis. But still, even this is not involving the wall. Okay. Then this, see this. This is invasive fungal sinusitis. or it is also called as rhinocerebral sinusitis. So if you see here, it has invaded here the bone which should be continuous, it has been broken. So it has caused the erosion of the orbital wall and has involved the orbits. So this is the CT scan showing invasive fungal sinusitis. So this is about the fungal sinusitis. Thank you guys for watching my lecture. Thank you.